and on the occasion of Independence Day. On this joyous day, we have leaders of Turkey and Pakistan and their accompanying delegations here, and I say welcome. Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Pakistan are brotherly countries, and this cooperation is thriving from year to year, both on difficult days and on joyous days. We are together, we're in solidarity, we support one another. Today we've held a second trilateral meeting, and we have reaffirmed our strategic partnership. And this ceremony is conducted in liberated district of Laçın in East Zangezur. And this ceremony signifies our unity, and it's a testament to our brotherhood, especially in this part of our country that has been under occupation for 30 years. And us being here today in the city of Laçın holds great symbolism, because during 44-day Second Karabakh War, we've had support from Turkey and Pakistan. Both our brotherly countries inspirited us and gave us more strength, that political and moral support for which we will forever be grateful to the leaders and to the brotherly nations. Today opens a new chapter of our trilateral cooperation, and the issues and matters that we've discussed today and the agreements reached, I'm sure, will bring our nations even closer. 107 years ago, Azerbaijan declared first republic in the Muslim world. The Democratic Republic of Azerbaijan was declared back then. That was a historic milestone, a historic event. Unfortunately, the republic fell 2 years later. In April 1920, we lost our sovereignty. We lost our independence. Several months after that, in November 1920, the Soviet Russia took Western Zangezur region of Azerbaijan and annexed it to Armenia. That was great injustice. And the people of Azerbaijan had to face similar misfortunes throughout its history, but the will of our people, their determination and support of brotherly countries added to our strength. It emboldened us, and it only boosted our spirits. In 1991, in the aftermath of the collapse of the Soviet Union, Azerbaijan restored its statehood, its independence, but unfortunately, the occupation policy of Armenia against Azerbaijan brought immense tragedies upon our country. Once the independence was declared, 4 months later, Armenia committed genocide against our people in Khojaly, which claimed lives of 613 innocent civilians, including 106 women. 63 children were brutally massacred overnight. After declaring, 7 months after declaring our independence, Laçın was occupied by Armenia. Prior to that, city of Shusha was occupied. After that, the policy of occupation by Armenia continued with the support from foreign patrons, they were able to occupy roughly 20% of Azerbaijan's territory. Karabakh and East Zangezur region saw displacement of hundreds of thousands of Azerbaijanis subjected to ethnic cleansing, becoming refugees and internally displaced persons. The government of Azerbaijan and its people had never conceded, had never agreed to that. We've accumulated strength. We started to solidify our international stature, position. We were conducting our policies within international bodies. All leading international organizations recognized Azerbaijan's territorial integrity, and they created a solid political and legal grounds for resolution of the conflict. We managed to build a strong economy, and thanks to that, we were able to channel sufficient funds to strengthen our army. So strong political will, robust economy, and strong and capable army were the factors that led us to our victory. In the meantime, a new generation was brought up in the spirit of patriotism, a young generation that has been attached to their roots, to their homeland, and that preconditioned our victory. During 44-day war, the Second Karabakh War, we advanced daily. Not a single day saw a retreat. On the battleground, on the battlefield, we've liberated over 300 cities and towns from Armenian occupation, including Jabrayil, Hadrut, Fizuli, Zengilan, Gubadli, and the city of Shusha were liberated through fighting. On November 6, 2020, on November 8th, 2020, after our victory and liberation of Shusha, Armenia's army saw major blow, major defeat, and 9th, 10th November, Armenia was forced overnight to sign Capitulation Act, and as a result, without a single shot fired, Lachin, Kalbajar, and Agdam were liberated from the invaders. That was a glorious page in our history, and it has changed the geopolitical situation in our region. It created new realities, and every country, every nation had to reckon with that. In 2023, we conducted one-day anti-terrorist operation that secured complete restoration of our sovereignty and eradicated separatism in our country once and for all. And today, across the liberated territories, major reconstruction and renovation works are underway. Large-scale infrastructure projects are implemented, hospitals, schools, railroads, highways, 3 international airports. Nearly 70 kilometers of tunnels are underway, and today our guests can witness this effort. And today, Karabakh and East Zangezur is home to 43,000 Azerbaijanis. Life is returning. This region's rightful owners have returned. We were destined to return, and that's exactly what happened. We defeated Armenia's armed forces, their army, and we are rightfully proud of that. After that, for over 40 years, and from now on till forever, we will live as a victorious nation. And today, my dear brothers, President of Turkey and Prime Minister of Pakistan are with us celebrating this day. Support that they have extended and solidarity that we saw has completely changed on a global scale, ushered in new realities. Our strength is in unity. Today, in trilateral format, we reaffirmed our unity. We are going to watch songs and musical compositions that will symbolize our unity and richness of our culture. And I am confident that today, from the liberated district of Laçın, these three nations send the right messages to the rightful addresses worldwide. Once again, my dear brother Recep Tayyip Erdogan, President of Turkey, my dear brother Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and their accompanying delegations, I say welcome. I congratulate and welcome the residents of Laçın. May Allah always keep our skies clear and may make our path clear. Victory is with us and will continue to be with us. May long live the brotherhood between Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Pakistan. Türkiye Respublikası'nın prezidenti Cenab Recep Tayyip Erdoğan.
Buyurun.
Please.
Kıymetli kardeşim,
My dear brother, President İlham Aliyev, my dear friend Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Pakistan, esteemed members of government, distinguished artists and performers, ladies and gentlemen, let me greet you all with most heartfelt feelings and with warm regards. From here, I send my respect and warm regards to my brothers and sisters all over Azerbaijan, all the way from Baku to Gence, from Shusha to Nakhchivan. I would like to convey to you the greetings of 86 million people in whose hearts storms erupt when we say Can Azerbaijan, or when we say two states, one nation. Now, when we look at the picture here, we see three states, one nation. Indeed, I am very pleased today to be with you here in this meaningful concert where we emphasize our common culture and brotherhood on the occasion of Can Azerbaijan's 28th of May Independence Day. Now, as a child of a nation that knows quite well how independence is gained and how valuable it is, I wholeheartedly congratulate you all on your Independence Day today. I remember with respect our heroes who crowned with their martyrdom our glorious fight for independence and for a future. May God bless the souls of our esteemed martyrs, and may He grant them heavenly resting place. On this important day, we once again remember the magnificent lines of Azerbaijan's distinguished poet Samet Vurgun. He said in his lines, "They know that you are mine. You are my home. You are my home country. You are my mother's land, i.e. my motherland. Can the heart possibly be separated from the Jan? Azerbaijan, Azerbaijan. I'm a child, you are a mother. That's why I'm depending on you. Regardless of any neighborhood, any location that I go to, wherever I fly, you are my abode, my day, my home." So yes, indeed, inshallah, God willing, we will continue to strengthen our friendship with Azerbaijan, our abode, our home, and the apple of our eye. We will always stand by the Azerbaijani people in good times and, God forbid, if needed, in difficult times as well. May God render Azerbaijan-Turkey friendship a long-lasting one. My esteemed brothers and sisters, distinguished guests, just as the Republican administration, which was established in Azerbaijan back in 1918, became the epitome of independence and free will, likewise, today the victory of independence in Karabakh makes Azerbaijan much stronger and more prosperous. The torch of independence, which was lit back then, today illuminates the path of Azerbaijan much brighter and stronger. With the liberation of Karabakh, each musical note rising in these lands, played in these lands, becomes the sound of not only a victory, but also the resurrection of a nation. In the musical tunes that we will listen to in a moment, one can find the voice of the free lands of Karabakh. In these melodies, there is the manifestation of the freedom echoing on the rocks of Shusha, the hope growing in the valley of Lachin, the national will flourishing in Genge and in Baku. In every composition, there is the spirit of a tremendous victory that was paid with lives and with the blessed blood of our heroic martyrs. So today, we see this concert as a rare gathering that salutes our eternal brotherhood, our common memory, and our prosperous and strong future. Now, you will remember that together with my brother Ilham, we had inaugurated the Fuzuli and Zengilan international airports, which are the gateways of Karabakh to the world. And today, happily, we were again blessed to open the Lachin International Airport. We are building strong cooperation with Azerbaijan in almost every field, from energy to transportation, defense to trade, agriculture to education. With the unique contributions of my brother Ilham, we are taking our relations to a level that will set an example not only for the region, but also for the whole world. We are all proud of the achievements of Azerbaijan, which is rising as a monument of stability. Following 3 decades with liberation from captivity, it is time now for Karabakh to write a story of success, a story of peace and development. Today, we aim to establish lasting peace, trust, and good neighborly relations by learning the lessons of our past sufferings. We believe that President Aliyev, the victorious commander-in-chief, will go down in history as the architect of peace. So, with these thoughts in mind, I would like to express my gratitude to the Jan Azerbaijani people, to my brothers and sisters from Lachin for their sincere and warm hospitality, and to the Prime Minister of Pakistan, my dear friend Shehbaz Sharif, who has made us very happy with his presence on this meaningful day today. Once again, on behalf of myself and on behalf of my nation, let me greet you all with my most heartfelt feelings, and I congratulate you once again on May the 28th, the Independence Day. May God make our path and our fortune open and bright. I entrust you to God, wishing to meet again and be able to embrace one another again. Thank you and all the best to you.
Pakistan İslam Respublikasının baş naziri Cənab Shehbaz Sharif.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My very dear brothers, President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, and President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, and our brothers and sisters from Lachin, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening. My dear brother President Ilham Aliyev, it is a sheer coincidence that today we are celebrating Azerbaijan's independence, and today we are celebrating when Pakistan became a nuclear power on 28 May 1998. It is therefore, it's a great pleasure and honor to participate in this celebration event, and my heartfelt congratulations to you, my dear brother President Ilham, and to our brothers and sisters in Azerbaijan. And what a great honor to be here on a day of Azerbaijan's independence, here in this beautiful mountainous city of Lachin, which under your great leadership and dynamic vision that you've been able to liberate Karabakh after 30 years. And in that, your armed forces fought bravely, and our salute to those martyrs who laid their life for this great cause, and to those Ghazis who stood firm and fought the enemy with great grit and great courage. I congratulate you once again for this wonderful contribution to your nation. And in that struggle, our brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, and our brothers and sisters from Turkey were a source of great support and encouragement to Azerbaijan on that hour of need, and Turkey's support was outstanding during that period. Pakistan, in all humility, also contributed towards this great cause, and we offered all brotherly, diplomatic, political support to our brothers and sisters in Azerbaijan, because it came from our heart. It was a cause worth supporting. It was a cause worth standing by our brothers and sisters of Azerbaijan. Therefore, I can say, ladies and gentlemen, that today that old adage is slightly transformed. We used to say, two souls and one heart. Today, it is now changed forever to three souls and one heart. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has just been able to overpower an enemy in the last few weeks, which is 5 times more populated than Pakistan, which is many times stronger in economic terms than Pakistan, and which has spent over decades hundreds of billions of dollars to purchase world's latest weapons, ammunition, fighter planes, and modern technology. On 22nd of April this year, in Pahalgam, a part of occupied Jammu and Kashmir, 26 people were killed, and it was a very sad incident. Unfortunately, India wasted no time to level false allegations against Pakistan and tried to concoct facts and convey a message to the world that Pakistan is involved in this so-called Pahalgam incident. We offered immediately, without wasting time, an international inquiry commission to investigate this matter in a very transparent and credible fashion. But in response, India attacked Pakistan, killing 33 innocent Pakistanis, and out of which there were children. We offered namaz-e-janaza of a 6-year boy who was martyred by Indian aggression. And there were women and elderly person. And 55 Pakistanis were injured. Ladies and gentlemen, we had to respond in defense of Pakistan. And within no time, our formidable Air Force downed 6 Indian planes, 4 Rafale French-made planes, 1 MiG-29 and another plane, and then a drone. And we conveyed a message to India that Pakistan is a very peace-loving country, wants to promote peace and progress and prosperity in the region. But if come to the point of attacking Pakistan, then we will respond with fullest might. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we, on 9th and 10th night, we decided to respond in a measured fashion to Indian aggression. And we had decided that at 4:30 in the morning, after Fajr prayers, Pakistan armed forces, led very ably by our Field Marshal, Chief Army Staff sitting here, Syed Asim Munir, to teach a lesson to our enemy. But before that hour reached, India again launched missile attacks, BrahMos, and hit Pakistan's various provinces, including airport in Rawalpindi and other places. Our Chief of Staff, who's sitting here in the first, Field Marshal, could you kindly stand up, and I would like to introduce you to the... He told me that Prime Minister, India has again attacked. His voice was conveying unshakable confidence. He was absolutely resolved, calm, but then absolutely clear that we will have to now teach our enemy a lesson of their life. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we attacked Indian military installations, not civilians. That's the stark comparison between us and them. They went for innocent civilians, martyred them. We went for their military installations and gave them a befitting reply. By 9 a.m. in the morning, Field Marshal rang me again and said, Prime Minister, India has approached Pakistan for a ceasefire. what are your instructions? I said, Field Marshal, Allah Almighty has given us a victorious day, a glorious victory. Now let us accept this request of India for a ceasefire, because we believe in peace. We want ceasefire. We want this war to be averted at all costs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I wanted to bring it up today for your kind consideration. Azerbaijan was attacked by Armenia, and Turkey and Pakistan were standing by Azerbaijan like a solid rock. Pakistan was attacked by India, and my very dear brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, and our brothers and sisters in Turkey were standing by Pakistan like a formidable fortress. And my very dear brother, Ilham Aliyev, and our brothers and sisters in Azerbaijan came to show their complete solidarity with Pakistan within no time. This was one of the finest moments in our history. Three brotherly countries were together like a family, sharing its difficult time. We will never forget this kindest of favor on the part of my very dear brother, President Tayyip Erdogan, and of course my very dear brother, President Ilham. And believe me, even if I want to pay them back, I don't have sufficient words to thank them. Allah Almighty will certainly reward you for this great fraternity, brotherhood, and your very sincere show of support. Tashakkare diram, tashakkare diram. Today we had our second round of trilateral meeting. And my brothers and sisters, I want to share with you, without going into any details, that this trilateral meeting was most productive and most inspiring in terms of what we discussed and what we are going to coordinate between the three brotherly countries in times to come. Inshallah, today the flags of three brotherly countries fluttering in this beautiful, serene place of Lachin goes to explain in volumes that these flags together will fly higher and higher, and inshallah, together we will march towards the path of progress and prosperity. I would also like to thank both my very dear brothers for supporting the just cause of Jammu and Kashmir, where the valley of that beautiful mountainous area, Kashmir, is red with the blood of Kashmiri freedom fighters. Going back over decades, they have struggled, they have fought against tyranny, against brutality, and yet they are as firm as ever. They have not given it up, and they shall never give it up till they get their basic right of freedom enshrined under the Articles of United Nations and enshrined in the clauses of Security Council. Pakistan has stood by the cause of Kashmiris in an unwavering manner. So has Turkey and so has Azerbaijan. Inshallah, a day will dawn, one day soon, when the people of Kashmir will have their right of freedom and get out of the clutches of slavery. Ladies and gentlemen, the heart-wrenching story of Gaza is not different. 52,000 Palestinian children, women, young boys, elderly people, teachers, doctors, engineers, workers have been martyred. And as I speak, their blood is still spilling on the streets of Gaza. I think in contemporary history, there isn't a more heart-wrenching episode than this one. I wonder when civilized world conscious will wake up to these atrocities. And this barbaric act on the part of Israel has to be condemned with fullest force. And again, together, Turkey, which has always, Tayyip Erdogan, my brother, has always led such very noble causes. And not only the Muslim world, but the global world appreciates President Tayyip Erdogan's leading role to provide voice and strength to suffering humanity. And so has my very dear brother Aliyev, Ilham Aliyev. And so has Pakistan. And today, I'm standing before you, my very dear brothers and sisters, that today we have to raise our voice and raise it to a pitch, to a level that the entire world can hear the voices of Turkey, Azerbaijan and Pakistan, that in the name of God, ceasefire must be put into place in Gaza sooner rather than later. In the name of humanity, killings of our brothers and sisters in Gaza must stop as of now. In the name of freedom, fair play and justice, our Palestinian brothers and sisters must be given the right of self-determination according to two-state vision, which is broadly endorsed by the entire world. In the end, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to submit, may the crescents on the flags of our great nations, Turkey, Azerbaijan and Pakistan, continue to shine side by side with our flags fluttering high and high as emblems of strength, unity, hope for our peoples and for the entire Muslim world. Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan, Azerbaijan, Turkey Brotherhood Zindabad. Thank you. God bless you.
वज़ीर आज़म पाकिस्तान मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ लाचन में आज़रबाईजान के यौम आज़ादी की तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे थे। वज़ीर आज़म ने कहा कि आज़रबाईजान के अवाम को पाकिस्तान की हुकूमत और अवाम की जानिब से मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। आज न सिर्फ आज़रबाईजान का यौम आज़ादी है, बल्कि आज के दिन पाकिस्तान एटमी ताकत बना। आज हम आज़रबाईजान का यौम आज़ादी और पाकिस्तान का यौम तकबीर एक साथ मना रहे हैं। वज़ीर आज़म मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ ने कहा कि मकबूजा इलाकों की आज़ादी पर आपको मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ। उन्होंने सदर इल्हाम अलीयफ को मुखातिब करते हुए कहा कि आपकी बसीरत अफरोज़ क़यादत में 30 साल बाद काराबाग आज़ाद हुआ है।